Hi guys, this is Mrs. Hurley. I'm out at a training today, so I wanted to be able to show you how to do the scavenger hunt that you are going to start today, but that you will definitely not finish. So I just want to show you how to do it so you know. You can go ahead and get started when we're done. There are a few papers you should have grabbed when you were coming down to the story pit, so I just want to make sure that you have all the papers that you need for this. One of the papers that you should have sort of looks like the paper you can see on the screen. It's a little bit different. Mine is version 5, which none of you will have, but you should have either version 1, 2, 3, or 4, and it should have little boxes that tell you the title and author of a book. The one thing I want you to notice, it says do not write on this page. That's because this is a page that every third grade class is going to come in and use. So you want to make sure the other paper you can write on, but this page you're just going to leave it alone. You just need to look at it for titles. All right, so you should have one of these. And the other paper you should have looks like this. When you get this, and as soon as you start, make sure that you write your name and your teacher's name. And this part is very important so that we can easily pick up next week. You want to make sure that you write the version number that you do have. So again, you either have a 1, 2, 3, or a 4. You want to write that in as soon as you get a pencil. So you should have this page, and on the back of this page, you will see some blank boxes with some information that you're going to have to fill out today. All right? So what you're going to do is you are going to look at the page that you have that you're not supposed to write on. And basically what you're going to try and do, so there are 9 boxes that have a title and an author, and I noticed right here mine doesn't say title. Let me fix that. And you are going to try and use the library catalog to get a tic-tac-toe of 3 X's for finding these books, which I'm going to show you how to do. It's important that you use the catalog first and fill out the information in one of the blank boxes above, and then you're going to go on a little search with a shelf marker and see if you can't find the book if it says it's in. All right? The easiest way to show you is to just show you an example of how to do this with my version 5 page. All right, so I can start with any box I want. It doesn't matter, but I'm going to try and find 3 X's in a row in order to get a tic-tac-toe. So let me show you how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to start by picking a random box. So I will pick this box right here that says Cicada, and then it says as the title, and author is Michael Shoulders. So what I need to do is I need to find my search catalog. All right, now you guys have this piece on paper, but you will need the computer to find the search catalog. Remember, a lot of times that the computer has a little button over here that will say search catalog. If you don't see it there, a lot of other times the other place it can be is up top somewhere as a bookmark, and so you'll notice I have one little button for search catalog right there. So I'm going to click on a search catalog to open it up. Remember, the first thing I have to do is change my library so that it says Willow Springs. So I scroll all the way down, I find Willow Springs, and then I click on it. And then now what I'm going to do is type that book that I was looking for. So I chose to look for the book titled Cicada first. You could choose any box you wanted. So I'm making sure that I'm spelling it the correct way. Okay, C-I-C-A-D-A, that's how I spelled it. And because I know I'm only looking for that title, I'm not looking for just random books on cicadas, I'm going to click title. All right, so then they pop up. Now you want to make sure it's the one that's from the author I gave you. So notice only one of them has the title of Cicada. And if you compare the author in the box where it said Michael Shoulders, you'll notice it's this one because it says the author right here is Michael Shoulders. So this is the book that you're looking for. So what you need to do is on your blank paper with the boxes, which looks like this, you are going to make sure you're using the same box. So my box was in the middle, but all the way on the left-hand side. You're going to type in the information in the corresponding box. So middle left-hand side. So the book I'm looking for right now is called Cicada. So I am typing this in, but you will be writing it since it's on your paper. And the author was Michael Shoulders. So again, you would be writing that, but I'm going to just type it in. Okay. Now I need to go back and I need to find the call number. Remember last week we talked about nonfiction. Those call numbers are those numbers where they get grouped together and then the last 3 letters, the first 3 letters of the author's last name. So our call number is right here, that entire thing, 595.752 SHO. So that's what I need to type in right here. You'll be writing it in, okay? 595 point, and if you don't remember, please go back again. You want to get it correct. 0.752 SHO. All right, so the next thing I look for is the book in? It says there is one copy available. Okay, so in nonfiction, so that means it's here somewhere. So I go back to my little box. Is the book in? I can just type a Y or a yes. The book is in. Because I know the book is in and it's in nonfiction somewhere, now is when I am going to take a shelf marker and I'm going to go search in the nonfiction shelves for this book. When I see it, I'm just going to stick my shelf marker in the shelf, but I'm not going to pull the book out. Just stick your shelf marker in and stand there and raise your hand. And the teacher will come around, and if she sees that you have found the correct book, she will give you an X for that entire box, and that means you've already got one X. And remember, your goal is to get 3 X's in a tic-tac-toe fashion in order for you to be done. All right, so there we go. When you find it, you can also type yes or Y that you found it, and again, the teacher is the one that's going to come around and give you a big X that takes up the entire box to show that you have it. All right, so that one would be done. We're going to pretend that I have a very large X over it, okay, given by the teacher. So now I would have to go back to my page that has the different versions. I have to pick another one. It makes the most sense if I had a tic-tac, or if I'm going to have an X here, I either want to be doing top and bottom, or I want to try all the way across. So I'm going to go for the next one right here, where the title is Mega Fast Trucks. So I'm going to go back to the catalog. Okay, again, we're assuming that you went and found the first one and your teacher gave you an X already. So I'm going to hit go back, my go back button, and then this time I'm going to type, I've already forgotten the title, Mega Fast Trucks. So that's what I'm going to type in. Okay, and again, I'm going to hit title since it's the exact title of the book. All right, there is only one version available, so there it is. So I'm going to go back to my boxes at the top. Remember, I have to pick the exact same box, so it's in the middle, right next to Cicada. So it was called Mega Fast Trucks. And let me find my author. The author was John Farden, and you can also look at your version paper to tell you that. But the thing you need to find on the catalog is the call number. So let me go back. The call number, again, it's the thing that has the numbers in nonfiction, okay, with the 3 letters as well. So it is 629.224, 629.224, and then it's the first 3 letters of the author's last name, which is F-A-R. Okay, so now I have to go back and look. Is this book available, something that I can go find right now? The answer for this one is no. It says right here, no copies currently available, okay, and it also says down here, the material has been checked out. That means I cannot go find it because it's out. So that's how I end up with an O right here. So is the book in? No. So can I find the book? No. That means that this whole box right here gets a big O on top of it because it's out. All right? So you get O's if a book is out, but you still have to type all the, or write all the information in. You get X's when a book is in and you filled out the information, and then you've gone to find it and used a shelf marker to show you the teacher where it is. Okay, so your job or your mission is to try and find 3 X's in a row. Some of these books have been checked out on purpose, so there really should only be one way to get 3 X's in a row. And again, I do not expect you to get that far today. You just want to at least be able to get maybe to your first box or fill out the information to your first box, depending on how long it takes. You are going to work in partners for this activity. However, you have to work with a partner who has the same version of paper that you do. So for instance, my paper says version 5. I would have to have somebody else who had a version 5 in order to be a partner with them. So all the version 1s, you guys might want to, as the teacher calls out versions 1, 2, 3, and 4, raise your hand so you can see who has each version, and then you will have to pair up. You are more than welcome to take a laptop out of the cart, okay, so that you can use more than just the 9 desktops that are already sitting out. If you are in Miss Nauman's class, you can leave the computers, the laptops out when you're done with them, because my next class also needs them when they come out. If you are in Miss Hamilton's class, you guys are the last class using computers today, so you guys need to stop a few minutes extra ahead of time, and let's have a few volunteers. Maybe the teacher can pick a few people who know how to put the laptops back in the cart and plug them in, okay? When it's time to go, when time is up, you want to make sure, again, that you have the version that you're working on your paper, so that next week when we give them back out, it's very easy to tell which paper you should get because the version that you have 1, 2, 3, or 4 is written on there. All right, so at the end of class you'll have to turn in 2 papers, one of which you won't have written on at all. All right, and you'll get back next week. All right, so that is a very quick review of how you're going to start your scavenger hunt today. So don't forget, you can have the teacher give you the X when you find the book. You can give yourself one of the big O's if the book has been checked out and you've already filled out the information. If anybody's walking around to look for a book, they should already have all of their information for the box filled out. All right, so I could go and look for Cicada, but I couldn't go and look for whatever book is here because I haven't filled anything out yet. All right, so next week when I see you, we will talk about how it went and we will continue working on this. I hope you guys enjoy and have a chance to look around at our nonfiction shelves when you're doing this today. All right, see you guys next week.